One of the most heart-pounding helicopter rescues in history.
He's going down. He's going down.
Goes down in flames. A speedboat crashes at more than 200 miles an hour. The driver's alive, but he's upside down and drowning. Highly flammable fuel spills on the track, and the racer can't get out. Headline-making moments in history, captured by video cameras, surveillance systems, even cell phones from all over the world. Now find out how these historic, heart-stopping moments really happened.
There was an unbelievable noise like a freight train.
And meet the people who survived against all odds.
I've never been that close to death.
Groundbreaking CGI reveals the stunning anatomy of a disaster.
I want declaring an emergency.
All on Shockwave. Heavy-duty power on a lightweight body makes midget car racing both thrilling and treacherous.
Donny Oliver, side by side into turn number 3.
Like putting a NASCAR engine in a go-kart, these 900-pound machines are propelled by up to 350 horsepower.
Oh, Henrik's up over that bump on the berm there.
Tonight in Hanford, California, 22-year-old Donny Oliver takes an early lead in the evening's featured race. That's him in car 41.
Oh, Donny Oliver makes a great run through turn number 4.
Donny's driven in more than 300 races, but tonight, his number may be up. Just watch what happens on lap 14. Coming off the back straightaway, Donny gets bumped, hits the wall, then rolls. As the cars hit the turn at 60 miles an hour, another driver's right rear tire clips Donny's left front wheel. At first, it doesn't look that bad, until you realize that's methanol, a highly flammable fuel spraying out and spilling from the wreckage. Knowing it can erupt into a fireball at any second, Donny wrestles to escape, but he can't get out. He's jammed against the steering wheel, and he's laying on his side. Add to that the fact that his 6'1" body is wedged into the tiny seat, and you've got a disaster in the making. This second look shows that just as Donny yanks out his steering wheel, there's a spark, and the fuel ignites in his face. Firefighters move in, but it may be too late. Human skin starts to burn at about 110 degrees, and those flames are at least 20 times hotter than that. Midget cars are designed with a special feature to keep from spilling fuel. So why did it spew all over the track? Racing expert Lance Pirovich is convinced a loose fuel cap is to blame.
The cap he had is like this. It has a flip lock that turns, and then the cap comes out. Now maybe this flip lock was loose and didn't have much tension on it, or maybe somebody forgot to flip it like that. When the car flipped or rolled over, the fuel spilled all around, and it probably came down here and hit on the exhaust, which ignited it.
There is one thing between Donny and death. It's called Nomex, and DuPont, the company that invented the 3-layer thermal suit, put on this chilling demonstration.
That test exposure was 7 seconds. The suit itself has self-extinguished. It's basically a very high loft fabric that's designed to trap air to insulate from the heat from getting to the wearer.
DuPont's Susan Lovasic says the fire retardant fabric was first developed in the 1960s, but not for race car drivers.
Nomex was used to protect military fighter pilots during the Vietnam War. Most race suits use different fabrics, different varieties to provide additional thermal protection. One thick layer of fabric is not as protective as multiple layers of lighter weight fabric that are designed into a system. That system provides additional insulation from the entrapped air between the different fabric layers. That provides additional protection for the driver.
But is the suit enough to save Donny, who's been in the nearly 2,000-degree flames for almost 30 seconds? When he finally frees himself, Donny rolls to put out his flaming suit, but he's rolling in puddles of fuel. Rescuers rush in to drag him away as he's sprayed with fire-retardant foam. Incredibly, Donny escapes with only minor burns and convinced he owes his life to that suit.
I've never been that close to death. Fire is a race car driver's worst fear.
Donny remembers the fear of burning alive.
Thank God that I wasn't knocked out, because if I was knocked out, I would have never got out. When I was upside down, I got stuck, like right about here. The seat was hugging my hips, and you have to twist your body to get out. So once that happened, I was able to climb out of the car. I was really lucky I walked away from it. It's one thing I never want to relive.